All right, let's just dive right in. You know the feeling, right? You set that alarm for some crazy early time, you're full of ambition, but then it goes off, and the battle begins. Well, today we're going to end that war for good. We've got a proven 6-step blueprint to help you finally conquer your morning.
Does this sound familiar? That alarm starts screaming, and your brain immediately starts negotiating. Just 5 more minutes. But we all know how this story ends, don't we? 5 minutes somehow turns into 2 hours, and you start your day already feeling behind, guilty, and totally defeated. It's a struggle we all know.
But what if I told you the problem isn't you? Seriously, you're not lazy, and it's not about a lack of willpower. You've just been playing the game with the wrong strategy. See, the key takeaway here is this. It's not about forcing yourself up. It's about having a system. And today, we're going to break down that exact system for you.
We've organized this into 4 super simple sections. First, we'll cover prepping for success. That starts the night before. Then, we'll get into the critical morning launch. After that, we'll talk about building real consistency. And finally, a key bonus tip on how to sleep smarter, not less. Sound good? Let's do it.
First up, preparation. You know, the secret to a successful 4:30 a.m. start doesn't actually begin in the morning at all. Nope, it begins the night before. If your night routine is a total mess, trying to have a disciplined morning is, well, it's pretty much impossible.
Okay, step 1 is all about playing a smart game with your alarm. Here's what you do. Put your phone or alarm clock all the way across the room. This forces you to physically get out of bed, and that little bit of movement is what starts to break sleep's grip on you. And here's a pro tip. Name your alarm something motivational, a reminder of why you're even doing this. Then, step 2, plan tomorrow, tonight. For the last 30 minutes before bed, put your phone away. Just do it. Instead, grab a notebook and write down exactly what you're going to do in the morning. This gives your brain clear marching orders and cuts down on that "what should I do now" friction.
All right, let's get to the most critical phase of this whole thing, the morning launch. How you handle the first 10 minutes after that alarm was off, well, it will literally determine whether your day is going to be productive or just sluggish. This is where the magic happens.
The first part of our instant energy formula is so simple. Water. After hours of sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated. So as soon as you're up, before you even think about coffee, drink a glass of water. It rehydrates you and kickstarts your entire system.
Next, we add light. Immediately, flip on the lights in your room. Light is a signal to your brain's internal clock that says, hey, the day has started, time to stop making that sleepy hormone, melatonin. And this brings us to the final brilliant piece, movement. Look, this doesn't have to be some crazy workout. Just 10 jumping jacks, a quick walk around your room, that's enough. This simple formula, water plus light plus movement, is your secret recipe for an instant energy boost that makes crawling back into bed feel almost impossible. Now for the real heart of it all. This is step 4. You have to find your why. Your brain is always going to ask, why should I get up from this warm, comfy bed? And you need a powerful answer. Is it to work out, to read a book, to finally work on that dream project? Whatever it is, write that reason down the night before. This preps your subconscious, so when the alarm rings, you're not just waking up, you're waking up for something important.
So, you did it. You had one successful morning. That's awesome. But how do you make it last? This next section is all about turning this really difficult action into something that's automatic, something that becomes a sustainable habit.
This brings us to step 5, and honestly, this is the golden rule for building any new habit. Look, everyone fails sometimes. You are going to miss a day. It happens. The key is to not feel guilty about it, but to bounce back immediately. Missing one day is just a slip, but missing 2 days in a row, that's the start of a new negative habit. So no matter what, never ever miss twice.
Step 6 is all about hacking your brain's reward system. You need to make your brain want to wake up early. So how do you do that? You give yourself a reward. Maybe it's that perfect cup of coffee, or listening to your favorite pump-up music, or just sitting and enjoying the quiet of the sunrise. When you start to associate waking up early with something you genuinely love, it stops feeling like a punishment and starts feeling like a blessing.
Okay, time for a really crucial bonus section. This entire strategy is not about sacrificing sleep. Let me say that again. It's not about becoming sleep deprived. That's not sustainable. This is all about improving the quality of your sleep, so you can wake up feeling genuinely refreshed. A huge part of this is just a simple mental shift. When you go to bed, don't think, I have to wake up at 4:30. That feels like a chore, like a punishment your brain wants to resist. Instead, try telling yourself, I have woken up at 4:30. It's a subtle change, I know, but framing it as something you've already accomplished is a powerful command that your brain is way more likely to accept.
And of course, the fundamentals always matter. To really improve your sleep quality, make sure your room is as dark and as cool as possible. Ditch the phone for at least 30 minutes before bed. And try your best to maintain a consistent bedtime, even on weekends. Better sleep in means a much better morning out.
So let's bring it all together. What we've talked about isn't just a random collection of tips. It's a complete system for totally transforming your relationship with the morning, and honestly, unlocking a ton of your potential.
So here it is, your 6-step blueprint. One more time. Remember, win the night by putting that alarm across the room and planning your morning. Launch your day with that instant energy formula, water, light, and movement. And then make it a real habit by defining your why, never missing twice, and rewarding yourself for showing up.
Because ultimately, that's what this is.
There's going to come a moment when you're standing in the quiet of the early morning, and you'll realize that while the rest of the world is sleeping, you are actively building your dreams. And that, my friends, is a genuine superpower.
So the only question left is, what will you do with that extra time? What dream will you build? What goal will you finally crush? What are you going to achieve with your newfound superpower? The morning is yours for the taking.